Why do some preachers use sales pitches when they need money? You ask the question and stay tuned for the answer. Hi, I'm Renee, and one of our viewers wants to know, why do some preachers use sales pitches when they need money? Now, before I answer that question, let me share with you what the viewer said within the context of that question. So, why don't they just say, we have a budget? You sit there every week, we need help, so give as you are led by the Holy Ghost, according to 2 Corinthians verse 9, and be done with it. And then trust the Lord to supply the ministry needs without the high sales pitch. So here's my response to that question. First, the preachers are treating the congregation like they are the source of the provision. The Bible makes it clear that God is the source and works through man to get the provision to you. Refer to Philippians chapter 2, verse 13. Furthermore, the Bible warns against putting your trust in man. In this case, the preachers should rely on God, not the congregation, to help them cover the expenses for the church. I refer you to Psalm 118, verse 8. Finally, it demonstrates a lack of faith among these types of preachers. So they resort to fear tactics, coercion, manipulation, and sales pitches in order to force people, to make people give them money. Even though the Bible makes it clear that New Testament Christians are supposed to give voluntarily according to the Spirit. I refer you to 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7. The fact is, when someone is called to the ministry, God will provide the provision. Read Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. So let's recap. Why do some preachers use sales pitches when they need money? The reason is that they're relying on the congregation instead of putting their trust in God for the provision. God is the source, man is the vessel. And if these preachers are doing what God has called them to do, God will always provide the provision, and there's no need to resort to or to use sales pitches or gimmicks on a congregation. So I hope that answered your question. Under the Old Covenant, which was the covenant between the Lord and ancient Israel, God gave specific instructions and details as to what the tithe was and how the ancient Israelites were supposed to tithe.